Contested UK Open final between the former world champion Rob Cross and the emerging talent Nathan Aspinall. Nathan leading 6-4 in the race to 11. And to take us through to the conclusion, Chris Mason and John Rawling.
Thank you. This match appears to be bubbling up rather nicely. Aspinall looked as though he was poised to really take a hold of it. 5-2 up, aiming to really race away, but then Rob Cross dug in. 6-4 as it stands in Aspinall's favour. Rob Cross will resume with the darts.
Left leg is Rob to throw first.
Intriguing. Aspinall shot out of the blocks, was averaging close to 100 in the first session, was 3 from 3 on his doubles and
60.
Effectively allowed Cross back in the match, but I think 6-4 is just about right.
Yeah, he's just looked a little bit fresher, hasn't he?
Yes.
100.
Long day, and young lad with so much to gain from this, and don't mind having a few quid for every time he's said to me, oh, great darts. Every time he's said to me how much this would mean to him, just to prove that what he did at the Worlds this year wasn't just a one-off. He wants to show that he belongs at the top table.
93.
Well, he does, and a win here, John, moves him in provisionally, I think, around 16th in the world, which guarantees his spot for the match play and many other tournaments.
Rob Cross has got other ideas,
And of course,
peppering them.
and of course, you imagine him being introduced when he goes in as a contender for the Premier League as the new UK Open champion. That'd be quite bizarre.
Well,
No longer a contender.
Long way to go yet. A long way to go, but yeah, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? You get a tremendous reception, but that's a great leg of darts from Rob Cross. 12 darter to come back and show that he's very much still in this. 6-5. Opened up with a 12 darter, Rob.
Well,
There's another one.
they're playing to a very similar level right now. 6-180s for Cross, 2 for Aspinall, but 8-140s for Aspinall, only 2 for Cross.
43.
And then 12 scores of a ton or more to only 6. So those 180s are cancelled out.
80.
It's going to be down to who can take out those key shots under extreme pressure.
That bounce out was off the bottom wire of the treble 20. Here's Cross again. 6 maximums already.
So much room.
Lost
the line. A little bit too much shoulder in that one.
Does have a lot of moving parts in his throw, doesn't he? He's a bit of a... Well, what's the nice... What would you say? I think you used the word fidgeter earlier on.
Yeah, he's quite fidgety, isn't he? He's a lot of energy.
58.
88 required, still a long way in front of Rob at this stage.
Main focus is just trying to keep that 2-leg cushion each time he holds throw. There's only 1 break of throw in this match. Well, 1 more break of throw than Cross,
76.
should I say.
Cross a long way out, 248.
Another fact with Aspinall, he never appears to be too despondent.
Still got 6
Doesn't
darts
drop
here.
his head. Yes.
He's a gutsy competitor, isn't he? This is a big dart.
6.
Cross can't finish, but Aspinall in an awkward place. Cross gets a big hit here.
100.
100
Nathan, you require
may not be
6.
enough. Double 3. the dart. That's how it illustrates it, doesn't it? I mean, that is a gutsy dart.
Yes, and I like the way he attacked it. Straight from the off. First dart, straight at it. 7-5. 4 legs away from his first major. And a place in the world's top 16, and who knows, a place in the Premier League next year. He's trying to motivate himself.
Yeah, shouting, come on, come on. There are plenty doing exactly the same in his local back home in Stockport.
100.
But that's lively. Yeah, he loves to play when it's with a lot of adrenaline and maybe a bit of fear, but maybe he just feels a little flat.
57.
It was a lovely shot earlier on, wasn't it, of Rob Cross's dad sitting right next to Nathan Aspinall's granddad.
100.
Families.
Generations.
Yeah.
3 darting generations.
Yeah. And living every moment.
It seems to be the family that goes through the ringer. 30 points in front.
Corcoran, Alan Corcoran he's called. That's an Irish name, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Irish
a fighting.
Irish gypsy name.
Yeah, fighting name. You know the Corcorans. Gary Corcoran, of course, and then several other brothers that also fought.
Yep.
46.
Well, this is a break opportunity now for Nathan. Very in and out has been Rob Cross's performance so far.
100.
Moments of brilliance alongside quite the reverse.
Absolutely.
We're going to have another of the big ones.
It's
Look at this, look at this, look at this.
typically Cross.
Yeah.
143.
No finish, so advantage Cross once more, maybe, just about.
93.
Got to get it, though.
104.
And this is the hold throw. Staring 8-5 down the barrel if this doesn't go. Still do it. Treble 20, double 16.
So 50. Big moments in the match. It's a race to 11, remember? Double 16. Yes, sir.
Nathan Aspinall.
Closing in, John.
14 leg is Nathan to throw first. Game on.
Looks across to his family and his team.
He gets a place in the Grand Slam as well, doesn't he? With
Yes.
this, with being in the final.
Potential place in the Premier League, John. Be hard pushed to leave the winner of this out.
30.
And remember, World Championship semi-finalists.
Yes.
There were one or two people who said maybe he should have had a little bit of a sneak opportunity of a place in the first, in the first selection, but that didn't happen.
Played so well in the Premier League, haven't they? All the contenders that were put in with the withdrawal of Gary Anderson with his back injury.
108.
His
8-2 in Cross's favour in terms of the maximums.
96.
What is it they describe? It's a curate's egg of a performance, isn't it? That's the phrase when you one moment sort of brilliance and wrapped inside that brilliance is something that is very much not. Is it going to be back to back? Well, very nearly.
As Bobby George coined the phrase, schools for show, doubles for dough.
123. Robbie Maguire, 151.
Been a tremendous tournament all weekend.
Loved it. Treble 19.
101 then, Aspinall for the holder throw. Cross poised on 60. Starting at the top. 81 required. Treble 19 would have been the dart, but couldn't get it for double 12. And so back comes Rob Cross.
20 tops. For a break back. Go within 2. A little awkward. Bit high, that one. Moves across the hockey to the left.
Wasn't overly convincing.
Well, he didn't adjust his feet. He didn't go back to his original position to throw at the double 10.
Tops for Aspinall for 9-5. Good marker.
16.
It needed to have bumped that dart, but
10.
fortunately he went a little left.
Rob
Slopped
breathes
it
again.
by the side, yeah. Double 5, not the nicest double in the world.
No score.
Goodness me. That's a huge miss.
That's a huge snatch. Or it slipped out of his hand.
Double 10. That is a big dart.
You can feel the tension from the commentary box left of stage. So I gave him a look and sort of, all right, you don't want it then.
A break at the end of this leg.
That's our final comfort break.
He's 2 away. Rob Cross has, you think he's absolutely got to win this leg. Otherwise it's goodbye.
Yeah, you can't see Aspinall not having one good leg.
100.
In the remaining 5, if that's the case, or 6.
More successful on his doubles, as you see. Scores have been ordinary in the final, but Nathan's had the advantage there as well,
21.
apart from in the maximum area where
That's
he's been dominated.
Yeah, that's cancelled out with his 5 more 140s and 10 more ton pluses. He's just been a little bit more consistent on the scoring. Far too many visits for Cross where he's not found a treble, come up dry.
Nathan Aspinall's enjoying himself up there. Some people freeze on the big stage. He likes it.
Not this guy.
Bit different from being a trainee accountant, isn't it?
Yeah, slightly different environment.
Carries on like this, though. He's going to need to be an accountant to count his money. 100 grand in the pot if he takes this.
60.
Did you get 100 for the semi-final at the Worlds?
He did.
Good couple of months. Nice work if you can get it.
140.
Don't forget the tax man.
He'll have his lump of that.
140.
So then, the 10-5 and a break of throw as Grandad watches on.
4 19s for tops.
96.
Good setup.
80.
This is huge. Absolutely huge. Reach that moment of no return. Should have won at tops. Got to go.
And it is a miss, and a hugely painful and costly one, you sense. Tops for Aspinall. And that's the way to do it. He's there within 1. He can almost